Every brain glitch explained.
The doorway effect. You're in one room, then walk into another. And boom, your brain wipes the reason you got up in the first place. This is called the doorway effect. Researchers found that crossing a doorway acts as a mental event boundary, causing your brain to dump the old context and focus on the new one. It's like your brain is closing one tab and opening another, making it harder to retrieve the original thought. But don't worry. If you go back to where you started, your brain often reloads the missing information. Time dilation.
Yo, how many times that happen to you guys when you're on your phone? I'll be on my phone. I went to go do something on my phone, and either I clicked on something or I went on Twitter or something happened, and then I'm like, fuck, wait, what was I trying to do? And then I literally have to go back to where I was in my phone, bro. And I'll be like, oh shit, that's what it was. And I'll remember. Otherwise, I'm never going to remember it.
Ever had a near-miss car crash and felt like time slowed down? That's time dilation. In high-stress moments, your brain records way more details than usual, making it feel like time is stretching. Think of it like switching from 30 frames per second to 120 frames per second. Your brain captures extra frames, creating the illusion of slower time. This isn't just weird. It's a survival mechanism that helps you process threats more effectively. That's why scary moments feel frozen in time while normal life speeds by. The 𝗟𝗶𝗯𝗶𝗹 phenomenon. You learn a new word or concept, and suddenly you see it everywhere. That's not magic. It's the 𝗟𝗯𝗶𝗹 phenomenon, aka frequency illusion. Your brain is constantly filtering information, and once something becomes relevant, it starts prioritizing it. It's not that the world changed overnight. Your perception just got a software update. This glitch explains why new trends or topics seem to explode right after you first hear about them. False memories. Your memory isn't a perfect recording, it's a reconstruction, and sometimes your brain fills in gaps with details that never happened. Studies show that people can be convinced they saw or experienced things that never occurred, even in vivid detail. This is why eyewitness testimony is often unreliable and why two people can swear they remember the same event completely differently. In extreme cases, entire false memories can be implanted, without the person ever realizing it. Our brains are just too good at making up convincing lies. Déjà vu. You walk into a place you've never been, yet it feels eerily familiar.
Dude, someone explained déjà vu to me, like, dude, every time I feel this shit, like, it's like, it's not scary, but it's like, dude, why does this happen? Why the fuck does this happen, bro? If I already did this thing, why am I doing it exactly the same way? Like, why am I getting déjà vu right now? You said this last week. What the fuck? Alright, that's not funny, bro.
Déjà vu is one of the strangest brain glitches, and scientists still don't fully understand it. One theory suggests it happens when your brain accidentally files a new experience as if it were a memory, creating a weird time loop effect. Another theory is that déjà vu linked to minor brain delays, creating a glitch in the...
So if we're going off computer talk, it's basically like I saved it in the wrong file or some shit. Like, instead of going in a memory, it went to like a new...
matrix. Whatever the cause, it's one of the weirdest brain glitches we all experience.
Wait, I've never had it happen, I don't know. Cooper, you've never had déjà vu.
Effect. Stare at certain color patterns long enough, and your brain will hallucinate colors that aren't there, even hours later. This is the 𝗟𝗏𝗯𝗶 effect, a bizarre optical glitch that scientists still don't fully understand. Unlike typical afterimages, which fade quickly, this effect can last for days, rewiring how your brain interprets visual input. It's proof that your brain doesn't just receive information, it actively reshapes it. Sometimes it gets things wrong. 𝗟𝗂𝗂𝗏 delusion. Imagine seeing your loved ones but being convinced they've been replaced by imposters. That's 𝗟𝗂𝗂𝗏 delusion, a rare but terrifying brain glitch. It's believed to be caused by a disconnect between facial recognition and emotional response. Your brain recognizes the face but fails to trigger the usual feelings of familiarity. The result? A disturbing sense that someone you know has been swapped with a lookalike.
Yo. Bro. Please try to imagine this. You wake up. Let's say you're with your family. You wake up. You go downstairs. And everyone in the crib, you don't know who they are. Oh, hell no, bro.
This bizarre disorder is often seen in brain injury or psychiatric conditions and shows just how fragile our sense of reality can be. The scene completion illusion. Ever glanced at a text or sign and thought you read it correctly, only to realize you misinterpreted it? Your brain often fills in missing information based on expectations. This is useful for speed reading and understanding incomplete data, but it can also lead to embarrassing mistakes. It's why we sometimes misread words, misinterpret messages, or even see things that aren't there. Your brain is constantly predicting, filling in blanks, and trying to be efficient, but sometimes it just gets ahead of itself. Tip of the tongue phenomenon. You know the word, you can almost hear it in your head, but for some reason, you just can't say it.
Yeah.
That's the tip of the tongue phenomenon, a frustrating glitch where your brain struggles to retrieve a word from memory. Researchers believe this happens when your brain stores the meaning and sound of a word in different places and they don't sync up fast enough. The good news? The word usually comes back at the most random moment. Saying the wrong word. Ever called your teacher mom or mixed up words in an embarrassing way?
Yeah.
That's a speech error, a brain glitch where similar words get mixed up because they're stored close together. Fatigue, stress, or multitasking makes these mix-ups even more frequent. It's harmless but often hilarious, especially when you say something completely unexpected. Your brain is fast, but sometimes speed comes at the cost of accuracy. Misplacing objects in plain sight. You're looking for your phone and it's literally in your hand, or you can't find your glasses because they're on your head, or your keys right in front of you. This happens because your brain sometimes tunes out familiar objects, especially if they're part of your routine. If your mind expects your keys to be somewhere else, it might literally not see them in their actual location. This glitch is called inattentional blindness.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't find what you're looking for because your brain decides it's not there. Word substitutions in texting. Ever typed a message and later realized you swapped words without noticing?
Yeah.
Autocorrect isn't always to blame.
Yeah.
Sometimes your brain wires in the wrong word. You might mean to text coffee, but end up typing cookie instead. This happens because your mind groups similar concepts together, and your fingers follow old muscle memory. You think you wrote one thing, but your brain autofills something else. It's a digital age brain glitch we all deal with, like autocorrect.
Something I do all the time because of streaming is I'll be like saying something, but I'll read the chat simultaneously, and I'll say a word in the chat. I don't know how that happens. It just does. My biggest fear one day, though, is I'm saying a sentence and then someone says like a fucked up word in the chat and I accidentally just read it within my sentence. That's literally one of my biggest fears on stream. So I just want you to know, if anything ever happens at any point, just know that's what happened.
But you can't turn it off. The wait, did I
What
lock
the
the door?
fuck?
You leave the...
Dude, my fucking... Bro. Bro. Like, what the fuck? Like, my computer is so fucked.
House, walk a few steps, and suddenly doubt whether you locked the door. This happens because routine actions...
I hate this, bro. I hate this so much. I hate this, bro. And then I'll be driving. I'll be like, dude, I don't think I locked that shit.
...are handled by subconscious processes, meaning you don't always remember doing them. Your brain automates common tasks, making them feel almost invisible. That's great for efficiency, but terrible for confidence. Sometimes you really did forget, but most of the time, your brain is just second-guessing itself. Reading but not processing. Ever read a page, then realize you have no idea what you just read? This happens because your brain can process words automatically, but comprehension requires active focus.
See? Yo, bro. This shit, this is why I don't read. This is why I don't read. I'll be reading a book. Let's say I'm on page 7. All of a sudden, I'm on page 19, and I don't know what the fuck just happened. I couldn't tell you. I literally couldn't tell you what I just read. I started thinking about something. I don't know. I got distracted maybe. But dude, how is our brain able to read while we're thinking of something else? Why?
Your eyes might follow the words, but if your mind is elsewhere, the meaning won't stick. This happens when attention drifts, causing a disconnect between vision and cognition. That's why we sometimes have to go back and reread the same paragraph over and over. You're not a bad reader. Your brain just temporarily checked out. Hearing words wrongly. You mishear a song lyric or someone's sentence, and suddenly it makes no sense. This is an auditory glitch where your brain fills in missing sounds based on context, expectations, and background noise. It's why song lyrics often get misheard, turning "sweet dreams are made of these" into "sweet dreams are made of cheese." Your brain is always trying to make sense of the noise around you, even if it gets it hilariously wrong. The "why did I open this app?" You unlock your phone, tap an app, and you've completely forgotten why you opened it. This happens because digital distractions hijack your short-term memory. The act of unlocking your phone or seeing another notification interrupts your train of thought. It's like the doorway effect, but in digital form. Our constant multitasking makes this even more common.
That's what I was just saying.